G'day Ian, you're joining me right here in the Monkey Mia Resort Caravan Park. And we stayed here yesterday and we would have filmed, but the weather was absolutely atrocious. We actually spent most of the day sitting in beddie to escape the wind and a little bit of rain too. This place is absolutely amazing. I don't know if you know this, but you can feed the dolphin. Well, there's a dolphin feeding show here that you can experience from around 3 times a day, and it starts about 7:30 in the morning. They have kayaks you can rent, they have stand-up paddle boards you can rent, you can swim on the beach, you can fish on the beach, you can launch your boat if you have to. Or you can just chill out in the resort because it's got 2 bars, or rather a bar and a cafe. They also have a lot of weird and wonderful wildlife. We were just sitting in the car yesterday and a big emu wandered straight past and through the campsite looking for some food to steal. Apparently they're a bit of a nuisance. They can get into any open plastic bags or any open food source and tear the stuff out of it. So if you come here and stay here, make sure you close up all your bags. There is a threat of an emu raiding your stuff. It costs us $42 for an unpowered site for 2 adults, and then there's a hidden extra $15 a day per adult fee that you have to pay to enter the reserve. But that covers the dolphin feeding show in the morning. We're actually leaving here today. There's not much to see, and we want to see some other places. So we're going to pack up and shoot off.
So Monkey Mia, which is the natural reserve in which we just were, is at the top of Shark Bay. We're now making our way down to go to the next campsite, and we came across this beautiful lagoon. It's called Little Lagoon, and the water is super clear. We have seen a few people walking there with the dogs, and the water is very shallow. It's so cool, such a beautiful place. The water is amazing.
As you can see by the warning sign behind me, there are stonefish in this area, which is a good reminder. No matter how good a place looks, there might always be hidden danger, so make sure you pay attention to your warning signs. If you don't know what stonefish are, they're incredibly well camouflaged ambush predators. If they're hiding amongst a bunch of rocks or in the sand, you won't see them for the life of you. They are ambush predators, so they will hide themselves in the rocks or in the sand, wait for a prey to swim past, and they'll snap out and grab it. The problem that comes with human interactions is that they have an incredibly poisonous top barb on their spine, and if you step on them, the barb will pierce your foot and inject your foot with a lot of poison, and apparently it's very painful. So we don't want to do that. We don't have very good shoes. We're not going swimming today.
I had a friend who got stung by a stonefish while she was sitting in the shallow. She got stung in her pinky, and really she doesn't recommend it. She almost got it amputated, so I really want to stay away from stonefish as much as I can.
So we're travelling along the road, saw a sign saying look out over this way, so we pulled over for a look. And this is what I love about Western Australia, is that there's spots like this and the view is just absolutely sensational, and there's no one around. There's white sand, beautiful ocean, nice and calm. What a spot, and it's just in the middle of nowhere on the side of the road, and there's heaps of these places in Western Australia. They're countless. It's awesome.
Shark Bay is actually a World Heritage Site, and it's easy to understand why. It's absolutely amazing. We thought that Exmouth was beautiful, and then we thought that Coral Bay was better than Exmouth, but so far Shark Bay is even better than both of them.
We just had a stop here at a place called Shell Beach, which is just down the road from that last lookout actually. And the reason it has its name is because the water here is twice as salty as normal ocean water, which allows for a certain species of cockle to grow, which is called a fragum cockle. And over the course of hundreds of years, all of these shells have washed up on the beach, making it super white and up to 9 meters deep, all made from cockle shells. So there you go. Cockle shells. 9 meters worth of cockle shells.
how blue is the water. I don't know if it's because of the salt or because of the shells reflecting the white from the ground, but it's amazing. The blue is incredible. Yeah, look how wide they are. It's so cool. I've never seen a beach like this.
Don't visit this place unless you have a good pair of sunglasses, because oh my gosh, it is bright. Hey, yeah. I think that's all the interesting sights for now. Now we've got about a 2-hour drive to the next campsite.
If you guys are wondering what we are doing during this long, boring drive, we usually listen to podcasts, and we love Kate's Files, which is true crime, and real survival stories on Spotify. Highly recommended to make the time go faster during the long, boring drives around Australia.
But it's not sponsored at all, we just like them. We're getting closer to a town called Northampton, which is closer again to a town called Geraldton on the west coast. And it's very interesting to see how the landscape's changed again from when we were staying last night. So it's gone from red desert, sort of red dirt, red sand country, into a lot more agricultural. There's fields of grain, and on the side of the road there's wildflowers everywhere, so you get the yellow flowers, the white flowers, some pinks in there as well. It's only maybe an hour or two from where we were staying, but completely different in terms of how it looks.
We made it to Geraldton. We decided to drive all the way here because we really needed to get groceries. So as you can see, we're in our campsite, we're all set up, and Aaron's cooking dinner. And also, as you can see, it's quite cold here. There is a chilly wind. It's like in 4 hours drive, the temperature completely changed. Troppo tindero carro.
For dinner, I am cooking a 1-pot. It's supposed to be pepper, tomato, and bean 1-pot chili meal. I've cooked it before, so this is going to be a variation of it. Surprisingly tasty, and the secret is to fry your tortillas a little bit, and then you can eat it with the tortillas, and it is delicious. Also, you can see it's quite light behind me, and that's because we decided to eat dinner early, so we don't eat dinner in the dark in the freezing cold wind, which we did before. And that's about as fun as getting a poke in the eye with a stick. It's about as fun as getting 2 pokes in the eye with a stick. Poke in each eye with different sticks. That's how fun that is. And I think I'm getting sick.
When we were in the bus, sometimes we were eating dinner at 9, 10 sometimes. We were eating very late because we were using all our daylights to work and to take videos and do stuff. Now it's 5:30. Which is worrying for me. I'm Italian. I never have dinner before 8. I'm becoming Australian. You're unpleasant when you have man flu.
Damn right. Might die.
When we got here, we asked at the reception if they had a space for us bag, and they told us, yeah, of course, we don't have many people camping in a tent or in a swag this time of the year. Now I understand why. Let me tell you, swag camping or tent camping in 15 degrees weather with the chilly wind straight from the South Pole is not fun at all.
Looks a little bit like chili beans, doesn't it? There you go. Get your laughing gear around that.
The what?
Your laughing gear.
Never heard that one.
It's because you're not Australian yet.
I am.
Not yet.
Yes, I am.
You haven't passed the VB and the Vegemite test.
mission for this morning is go out and explore a little bit Geraldton, starting from the bakery because Aaron wants breakfast. And he's sick and grumpy and I have to deal with him, and so better if he eats, so it's a bit more pleasant. We stopped in this Italian bakery to eat, and this cannoli didn't look very Italian, but we're going to try it now. This is a pre-made shell, not a very good one either, and the cream is not really hot like it's supposed to be. What do you think?
Because I'm not Italian, I'm going to enjoy it. I really like Geraldton. I like the feel of it. It's got a very laid back sort of beachy feel. If it wasn't for the really cold wind that blasts up from the Antarctic, I think it would be an amazing place. It's already pretty cool, it's just a bit cold sometimes.
That's lovely.
So one of the things to do here in Geraldton is to come check out the HMAS Sydney 2 Memorial, which as you can see behind me might be quite spectacular. They do guided tours here, free guided tours I think. At 10:30, we missed it by half an hour, but that's okay. We'd prefer to wander around by ourselves. This memorial site is for the HMAS Sydney, which was an Australian destroyer that was in action in World War II. The Sydney successfully sank an Italian warship, disabled another Italian warship, and it was engaged in a third, but unfortunately it ran out of ammunition, had to return home. And the reason there's a memorial here is that in 1941, the Sydney was on its way back when it encountered a German warship, and they engaged each other, and both ships were lost. And there was no, as of 2001, there was no trace of the Australian Sydney warship ever found. Until 2008, when they eventually found the warship resting at the bottom of the ocean.
Well, that's it for this video. We are leaving Geraldton tomorrow and go south and explore more of Western Australia.
Yep, and if you like this video, make sure you give it a like, give it a thumbs up, give it a subscribe, share it amongst your friends if you haven't already, and see you in the next one.